welcome to the FourNines. It's your boy Rorschach, and we're here talking about the Dolphins game. And here's my little review on it. All right, so the defense definitely showed up that game. I know they had that miss opportunity the first game, the play of the game. The Miami just immediately first play of the game throws a short pass to Sherfield. No, if I recall, or River Craycraft? No, Sherfield. And he just ran it home. Immediately, I was thinking, damn, what's the rest of the game gonna be like? But then immediately I calmed down. I was like, it's gonna be a long game. It's just the first play. We can make it back. And surely, first drive, um, Jimmy was able to bring it down all the way um, down the field until his, injury. So then we had to settle for a field goal. Actually, yeah, right? Or was that? Yeah, okay. Um, but then, the defense after that, adjusted pretty well. I think immediately after that first touchdown, it was like two, three and outs for the Dolphins, so they knew they weren't falling for that again, essentially. Tua seemed either scared or nervous because after that touchdown pass, um, there were a lot of big plays that they had the potential to be big plays that were just either a little short or overthrown. And yeah, so I don't know what was up with him. I don't know if it's Bosa coming in. Maybe he wasn't uh, used to a defense like always almost getting to him or something. I'm not sure, but he seemed shook pretty much until like the third or fourth quarter. Dre Greenlaw and Bosa, man, they were on it. They were stars essentially of the game. Bosa had 3 sacks. Dre Greenlaw had some key stops, including one that was on fourth down that would actually become overturned because it showed that the guy didn't have possession. You um, Towards the end of the game, Bosa caused a fumble. That was actually picked up by who? Dre Greenlaw for a touchdown. Um, it's kind of funny. It seemed like the people upstairs didn't know. It happened so quickly that they accidentally pushed the wrong button. So when Dre Greenlaw ran in for the touchdown, someone upstairs pushed the Dolphins touchdown button or whatever. I don't know how it works up there, but it actually showed that the Dolphins got a touchdown. We're like, what? That's how? What? What are you talking about? Houseway. All right. Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant from last year's draft, or yeah, this year's draft. No, last year's draft, right? Would it be? I don't know. Mr. Irrelevant. Apparently he's the first Mr. Irrelevant to score a touchdown, and he happened to have two that day. So, big ups to him. I think he did pretty well. Um, he did as good, I would say, if not, I would say as good. He did as good as maybe what we could have expected from Jimmy. Um, he was there, maybe even a little better. I don't know. I don't know. He he threw an interception, but outside of that one interception, he had a good amount of great looking passes. To be honest, there was two that were dropped that I thought had the potential to be one. I think two was Ayuk, um, and the other to McCaffrey. I mean, he ended up getting a touchdown anyway, but the play right before it was right in the middle, right in the line of fire, because I think he was surrounded by like two or three Dolphins, and that was dropped on McCaffrey's side. So anyway, he had a great game. Um, hopefully his ceiling is higher than Jimmy G's. No shade to him. I um, just yeah. All right. Speaking of the injury report, okay, Jimmy G, broken foot. He's gonna be out for the season. Now, if you've been following this, I mean, you know that I was Jimmy G's one of his biggest critics. Felt he was our weakest link, whatever you want to call it. He just seemed like he was just not the dude. Like it was weird because we couldn't win without him, but we couldn't get far enough with him. So hopefully Brock Purdy can carry and maybe even take us to another level. Possibly, I don't know. But I genuinely feel bad for Jimmy just because I feel like this, to be honest, is probably his one of his better seasons, if not his best season that he's played. Um, he definitely was showing like a little more potential than he had the last couple of years. I know he went to the Super Bowl, but like if you look at that, like they almost didn't let him throw like that playoff run versus Green Bay versus the Vikings. There's no way that he had more than 30 passes in those games combined. Um, so and it seems that like Shanahan seems to trust Brock Purdy. Yeah, I'm getting off. I'm getting off topic. Anyway, so he's injured. He'll be out for the season. He should be getting into surgery soon. So big ups to him. I pray for a speedy recovery. I don't know if he'll return to us next year. I'm not sure. We'll see how the money is. Um, all right, moving forward. Okay, we have Tom Brady and the Bucks. Um, it's gonna be a big game only because it's gonna show what Brock Purdy is really made of. I don't think the Bucks are that great of a team, but Tom Brady is Tom Brady. He's gonna have to outscore the GOAT. He might because our defense is number one. I mean, they might be able to contain that team. Um, but Brock Purdy, either way, would have to show up to this game. Um, I have us winning for that game. I'm pretty sure. I think it's very likely they're going to win. I just think Brock Purdy should use it as to gain some momentum for the rest of the season because he's got some pretty big shoes to fill. All right, and yeah, that's it. All right, appreciate. Okay, bye. Hey, look, you just finished that episode of the FourNines. Here's a video to the left of my icon for such and such video, or you could check out this one on the right for such and such video. Wow, crazy. Or you can go ahead and subscribe if you want to.